Aren't you so glad you invited me to do this?
I am so glad. So as soon as Jess comes back, and it looks like she isn't in Roll20 yet, but as soon as she gets back, we'll get started.
Sounds good.
But other than that, how is everybody? Everybody doing well? Having fun?
Yeah.
Yep. Finding meaning in your lives? Alcohol? Ugh. So, if anybody has Twitter and wants to live tweet it, that is an option.
I will live tweet.
I didn't come up with a pithy hashtag yet.
Those are unicorn boots? What's going on, Margaret? What are these?
What?
Yeah, right?
They're amazing. I can't decide if I need 20 or to burn the factory. I can't.
What? Oh my god, I want those.
No, scroll down. Scroll down.
Oh man, the
They get better.
recording is getting this.
Scroll down.
Is there a picture of somebody in them?
No, the devil version.
Oh, this is fantastic. I want them. That's the thing I want.
That's a mental image I don't think I need.
Alright, so I don't have any hashtag ideas, so just, I guess, live tweet it or something.
What, hashtag unicorn?
Hashtag friend burn.
Mayhem.
Unicorn Boots is a fine one. That's the new name of our campaign. Alright. Friendberon? Eberpon? It's Eberwan, but like Juan. Juan. Alright, Zess, you are muted again, if you didn't know that. Yeah. Ebermat. Let's not do Ebermat.
I was muting myself so you don't hear me chew.
Okay. That's fine.
Jess, are you in Roll20?
I'm says it's loading.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah, there she is.
You couldn't see all the witty things I was hashtagging.
I can see what?
You couldn't see all the witty things I was hashtagging in the chat.
Oh no. Yeah, what hashtag am I using on Twitter?
Any of those, really.
Well, if
Yeah.
Jess logged in late.
It doesn't matter anymore. Chuperon. I kind of like that actually.
Margaret, I love your profile photo.
Thanks.
That's pretty intense. By the way, I don't know if you're getting like the full avatar icons, but you can minimize those into just names if you want to give you more room on the screen.
I will have to do that.
It's
These
over
are
on the
Probably-
gear on the right side. You click on that, and then you can scroll down and find it. So, Jessica, you have a handout of a map of Karnath. Just to
Enable
give you
chat avatars.
where exactly
No,
you
it's
are.
player avatar size.
Yep.
All right.
God damn it.
Names only. Settings down.
Let's make it educational or edutainment. It's Karn math.
There's a few extra letters in that one.
Edutainment. I like that. I can dig it. Did you get that handout, Jess?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now.
So yeah, you guys are starting off on a lightning rail heading from Volyar up to Irontown. You guys are a couple hours out. It's a midnight train.
You can change your name.
It's not going anywhere. It's going to Irontown. So
The midnight train to Irontown.
and that's where we're starting off. And unless anybody has any objections, we'll go ahead and get started.
I'm good. I'll quit digging around. Sorry. Okay, wait. One last thing. Wait, just a second.
All
Ready?
right, go ahead, Bill.
I
Okay, now
like
we're
it.
good. Now we're good. I'll
Great.
stop.
All right, so the first thing we're going to touch on before we go any further is just, obviously, this is Ebeerron. It's a world that is existing in the wake of a big war. It's pretty much a post-World War I sort of environment. And a new war threatens to break out between the human nations really at any moment. Things are still very, very tense. It's a world that lends itself a lot to pulp action and noir, and because it's a game run by me, it's also going to have some heavy horror elements. I know you're surprised. So if everybody's alright with that, we can go ahead and get started. So, it is currently pitch dark. Yep. Alright, stop talking. It's currently pitch dark. The rail hurdles, clad in tarpaulin cloaks that shield against the rain. Small towns crawl by outside the window. Gray silhouettes of hamlets. Mage-lighted burgs, and no few ruined ghost towns. Only 100 miles southwest of your rumbling caravan lies the border to collapse Pyrates. And in the growing fog and the constant pattering of rain, thoughts easily turn to the war, not yet 2 years distant. A lot of you are sitting in the same train car. It's sort of economy. There's no dining tables or anything like that. It's just a bunch of seats. It's the train car that you would see in your dreams, basically. No private rooms or anything like that. And currently in your train car is just the 6 of you. As I said before, it's pitch dark outside. It's lit only by a waving lamp outside the window. And you're currently hurtling through the darkness, headed towards Irontown. Bill, you are muted?
Yes, I was coughing.
Okay, sure.
I can unmute myself. I'm sorry.
That's perfectly fine.
Did you want us to go ahead and talk? I'm sorry. I'm confused.
Yeah, so I mean, if you guys want to talk a bit, or if you're at least, let's get a description from everybody, basically.
I'm probably in the seat closest by the window, trying not to be sick.
Okay.
I suspect I'm sitting towards the back. Ordnance is small for a Warforged, and rather than clad in the sort of just a sort of basic armor that Warforged usually are, it's actually wearing some sort of nice, elaborate robes. It appears to be not paying much attention to what's going on around it, sitting perfectly still, face forward, directly towards the seat in front of it. When the train shifts notably, you do see it sort of turn for a moment and look around, but then stop and remain sort of silent and still.
Alder is a rather large, well-built man. Rusty red hair, thick, kind of corded, almost dreadlock, beard and hair. Sort of a long coat, and he's always got this giant spear around with him. And the head's all wrapped up in leather currently, so he's not like threatening people. But he is loud and boisterous, and somehow he has smuggled alcohol into this economy car, despite it not having a bar.
How about everybody else?
My character is probably by another one of the windows, with her head out like a dog, just feeling the breeze on her face. She's covered in tattoos, and you can see quite a lot because she's not covered in very much clothing. Wow.
My character will be either, well, I guess, as close to a window as she can get, and is trying to sleep against it. So, probably crouched over and very loudly. Rubbing through her giant bushy mustache.
Okay. And I believe that leaves Jessica.
Sorry, I was looking for my character sheet.
Sure, no problem.
I don't remember where that was. There we go. Okay. Puppy!
Yeah, there.
Okay, so Darwin is a Halfling Cleric. She's not the most charismatic individual. She's kind of gruff in her personality. She's very, very proud of the fact that she's a midwife and very good at all the apothecary kinds of things. And yeah, she's let's take a look. She's probably just kind of keeping to herself, just kind of watching everything as it unfolds, and just, you know, deep in thought.
Okay. So things are currently pretty silent in the car. Does anybody try to strike up any conversations?
I will react if people talk to me, but other than that, no, I'm out of it. Dogs.
I am consumed in experience.
Okay.
I'm the smallest little dog you've ever seen. I look absolutely miserable.
Okay.
I'm a gnome, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
Very tiny.
Jessica can't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, any-
brother.
Or you can just turn your microphone back on. I don't think that's the echoing problem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Phone done.
Yeah, that works fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So people are staying pretty quiet, it sounds like. It is a late train, so that is entirely fair. Your reverie or conversation is broken by the hiss of the door at the front of your train car. And there's a ring of metal on metal as an armored woman steps into the car, followed by 6 others in leather and scowls. Her armor marks her a Karn veteran, but it doesn't seem to be standard issue.
And
All right. She trots down the middle of the train car. Her boys following behind her. And she comes first to the Warforged on her left. He's currently in sleep mode. But all of you can sort of hear her looking back at the rest of her posse and saying, this is a train kind of freaks. She steps along and then stops whenever she gets up to the Warforged, takes a look over, and stares directly at his forehead.
Ordnance seems to sort of engage, sit forward and make unflinching eye contact, its eyes glowing slightly red. Can I assist you? It states.
Maybe you can. Judging by the mark on your forehead, you fought for Sire, yeah?
I did.
We here in Karnath, we didn't use machines like you. the most part. We used our dead. And me, like a lot of us here, we think that you have no place in Corvair anymore.
I respectfully dissent.
Oh, and what is the nature of your dissent, machine?
Madam, I have no quarrel with you. I wish simply to await my arrival in Irontown. There are plenty of seats.
I dissent to zombie users and necromancers.
Do you say that?
I do say that.
In a very
And
weak
very,
voice.
very.
You're still there.
You're kind of cutting in and out on the last
I
part. What was
peek
that?
my head in.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have a good internet connection.
Sure.
What didn't you hear?
Could you just repeat it?
I said maybe he dissents
Zombie users and
users and necromancers in a very weak voice, but still angry.
I have no particular objection to your tactics. I simply wish to travel in peace.
She rolls her eyes, looks back at her group, and says, "Hear that? The war machine doesn't want to fight." They all sort of chuckle. Alex, did you say you were going to be doing something?
I just said, like, I pop my head back and just like rather than feeling the breeze on my face, just kind of looking eagerly at the prospect of combat.
Were you hoping to find a fight? Ordnance asks, its tone perfectly neutral.
Well, there is a lot of us that think that the war isn't quite over yet.
Most of my compatriots would disagree if they were able to speak.
By this point, Toleray has turned around and is watching this whole exchange.
Ordnance has nothing further to say unless she continues to speak. He's still making unflinching eye contact. It's still making unflinching eye contact. It doesn't blink.
Well, most of us here in Karnath, like the rest of these fellows here, and correct me if I'm wrong, she looks back, we have a lot of pity for Sirens that have lost their home. But do you know what you are? You're not Siren. You're not really anything.
I'm an ordnance unit from the Kyrian army.
And that makes you nothing. It makes you a void in the shape of a man.
And what do you call those zombies?
They are still, albeit with tattered skin and bone.
They are unnatural husks. And I
I would prefer a Warforged by my
prefer a
side.
Warforged by my side than any amount of zombies.
Oh, that was a loud noise. Excuse me. You know what I think? I think we could stand to lose another Warforged and another Gnome. And she draws her sword. Alright, roll initiative.
Right. Roll initiative. Okay. I don't understand.
How do I roll initiative? I've never used Roll20 before.
Yeah, mine is not working for me here.
I think you can run...
I'm just going to use regular dice.
Yeah, you can just use regular dice. That's perfectly fine.
Ordnance goes first. Excellent.
I don't have my initiative calculated. I'm sorry.
Should be just your dexterity modifier, barring some other unique thing about you.
Okay, d20 plus modifier.
On the character sheet, you should have a little initiative on the core stats page, and that should allow you to click it.
Mine wasn't letting me roll, that's why I did
On
it.
your character?
Sure. And Jessica, you have +4 dexterity, is that right?
Over.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll go ahead and add
Underneath
you
the
in then.
names.
Ah, shit.
Underneath the names. Scroll over.
Okay, good.
No. See the.
Oh.
Alright, yeah. Click on you.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Did you see my roll, Matt?
Then
Yeah, I
the
do.
character sheet in there.
And you got like a ridiculous amount, Bill. Wow.
I got a 20. I rolled a 19. I'm not particularly initiative-y, but
Wait, didn't I roll a 16 or am I misreading it?
Okay, we're using your second roll. Sure, we'll just use that one. That's fine.
Oh, I rolled twice? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
First roll, you didn't include any of the
What do I
bonus.
enter it in?
Oh, unless you want.
Oh, first roll didn't have my modifier. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
If you go to this character sheet.
No,
Otherwise,
oh, Matt,
just
Matt, put me back
roll,
at 6.
roll,
That's
yeah.
fine.
No, 16 is cool. I don't mind. Yo.
We want as many people to go before the bad guys as possible.
Yeah, go ahead and plug it in. It's 8 plus cons. I think it's 10 for you.
Okay.
10 HP.
Come on in. Oh, hi, morons. We're right in the middle. We're in the house.
Alright. And I'm going to really quickly roll for these guys. Alright, so Balance in, and
oh wait, how many action points do we have, Matt? I forgot about that.
I forget. I don't know.
I'll see if you wrote it out tomorrow.
Alrighty. Well, Bill, you are ready for action, it looks like.
Yeah, can you just half a sec? I forgot about the action point thing.
Sure, you bet.
Those were bonuses to D20 rolls. That's right. Never mind.
No, Captain, you can't have any alcohol.
5. Okay.
What's it?
Let me write that down, and then I'll take my turn.
Okay. What? No.
All right. Matt, what can I see?
What's up?
These 5 guys behind Bowen.
No, kitty. Oh.
Yeah, there's a whole mess of them.
Yeah, how tough do they look? Does it look like they could be readily easily solved by a small amount of damage, or are they like in full armor?
They're in leather, yeah. So they're not super well armored. They are wearing sort of like Carnathy military uniforms, but it's sort of rank and file sort of stuff.
Okay.
Now the woman, she is wearing like ornate armor. It looks kind of stylized. It's from something that is other than like any sort of regular armed core. So
Right.
a history
Well-
check might be able to tell you more on that, but
I'm willing to do that, but not if it takes an action.
no, you can do that for free.
Okay, so that's a D20 plus 5.
Great, okay. She is part of the Griffin Cavalry.
So she's pretty serious.
She
All right.
was part of the Griffin Cavalry, rather.
You have to remind me, casting spells doesn't automatically provoke an ad-op, right?
That is correct. If you're doing just a ranged attack, it would have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, that's right. But if I cast Mage Armor, that wouldn't.
No, you'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, I think this is serious enough that Ordnance stands to its feet, clasps a sort of clawed or a metal hand to its armor, its robes, and the robes seem to sort of shimmer for just a moment in a faint bluish light. I've cast Mage Armor.
Great.
That's my action. To move, I guess I will take a 5-foot step or whatever it's called now, that way.
Oh, there actually isn't a 5-foot step anymore. You can take an action to disengage, or you can just move. So.
If I move, it provokes an add-up, right?
Yep.
Taking an action to disengage, do I get to move, or I'm sorry?
Well, so that your action would be on the mage armor.
Action to disengage, and then you can just move.
Yep.
Cool. Well, then I will just stay there then.
Okay. All right.
So I cast mage armor. My armor class is now 16.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I can fix that on my character sheet, so you'll have to just bear that in mind.
Okay, and that's including your Warforged 1 plus 1 bonus. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Great. All right, that brings us to Bowen. The woman unsheaths a longsword. Let's see here. Yep, she is going to attack you.
Word.
Bill, actually, let me put on some music. What am I doing here?
I don't know.
Much better. And you said it was 16 AC, right?
16 at the moment, yes.
Okay. So she slashes out once and scores a direct hit through your armor with her first hit. She deals 7 slashing damage to you.
Good God.
Yeah. It's a strong blow. You know, sensing the Warforged equivalent of blood, she dives in for another blow, but completely overextends and thrusts her blade into the seat next to you, as you manage to dodge out of the way that one. With a little help from your magic.
That hit leaves Ordnance sort of unsteady for a moment, and you see some gizmos sort of firing as it's regathering its strength. There's a large rend down the middle of its clothing, and you can see bits of sparks coming out of it.
And she shouts, "Nobody will mourn you, metal man!" Now she actually, sensing that the situation in the card is sort of against her, is going to take a step in front of you and brandish her blade sort of at everyone else, but like keeping her eye roughly on you. That does provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Bill.
With my dagger. Alright, so
Yeah.
I will do that. One hit to be awesome. Oh, sorry. That's not gonna hit.
Yeah, this is...
So, Ordnance holds out its left hand, and a small dagger is produced from the compartment, and it just kind of slashes wildly in its direction.
Okay. That brings us to Darwin. Sure, no problem.
Okay, so Darwin is not particularly interested in fighting right now. Just kind of wants to lay low. But she will go ahead and bless Ordnance, Umbra, and Talderoy.
Okay. The 3 tough-looking ones?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I have a feeling they'd be the most useful.
Cool.
So what does that do?
Bless, I believe, gives you a die 4 on any, essentially, die 20 roll, I think, that you'll be doing until concentration ends.
And
Yes,
Matt,
that's
how many spells can I cast at a first level?
4 first level spells. Or no, I'm sorry, 2. You have 2 first level casts.
First level casts per day?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna pick out a quick little bless icon to just attach to each of you. Okay. So with the bless active, that goes to Walk It. Anne, your turn.
Alright. Walk It is as a bonus action going to cast Shillelagh, which means that he takes the club and it breathes keen over it, and I get a lot more damage and help with it.
Sure.
And that's just a bonus.
That's the cantrip.
We're getting a bit of an echo from you now, actually.
Yeah, I can hear it. I'm sorry.
Should I mute my thing?
That would probably be good.
We both got headphones in, so it shouldn't be feedback from us.
I don't know what to tell you.
I think it's just her voice hitting both microphones, I would guess.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to that help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So Lucky is going to she's going to move right here. She's got more color in her cheeks now that she's going to fight. And she is going to open up her palm and blow, and a puff of poison gas is going to go right towards the lady, the stupid Carnasty lady.
Okay, and that gets her a.
So she has to do a con save. On my spell save DC.
Okay, she fails it.
13.
She fails it.
So she has to get better than a 13.
Yeah, she totally
Failed
fails
it?
Yeah.
Cool. She takes, where's my D12? She takes 9 poison damage.
Wow. All right. So yeah, she starts hacking. It's like, oh my God, I'm coming for you, you gnome. Yeah, she doesn't look very happy about it at all. Kind of coughing up a lung at this point. That brings us to Umbra. Alex. Alex is gone.
Alex, no! What happened?
Is the music okay, Valiant, for everyone?
Yep.
Music is a little loud.
Okay, I'll bring it down a little bit.
With a wild giggle, I'm gonna hop over some seats.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics check. While you're doing that, a voice sort of rolls through the back of your head. It's like, yes, breakfast.
Alright, this is going to be... Hang on, not that.
I didn't like this beer as much the first time I had it, but I'm really liking it right now. It's a watermelon beer.
Ooh.
Huh.
Lucky Morgan's tattoo is mine.
You got a 6? Okay.
Apparently I got a 6.
Youch. Okay. So you are running forward, but you do sort of catch your foot on one of the seats. Essentially, you're going to be unbalanced as you sort of roll into a spot. A little bit over eager there.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, you'll have disadvantage on your first attack roll.
Awesome, because I have advantage because I'm flanking, so it cancels.
Flanking doesn't exist.
What?
What?
There's no flanking for the
What? No, you get advantage for... If you're on opposite sides, it's like, it's still a thing.
Not in 5th edition.
I don't know, guys. This is my first 5th edition game.
Yeah, same here.
Oh. If you're a rogue, you would have advantage on it. Or not advantage, you would just get sneak attack on it. Yep. No flanking rules.
I believe you.
I'll look it up later. I'm fairly certain... whatever. Right, I still gotta do... Alright, so...
I know I hit.
Yeah, but I have to roll twice.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that
Gotcha,
bless is
roll.
going to help out a lot, so... Ooh.
That one's not so good.
So that is going to miss her. Unfortunately, you trip forward, and they do, send out a flying fist as you roll into it. It just impacts the front of her armor, and not anything soft.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack 2 more times.
I think only one more time at this level, isn't it? You don't have Flurry of Blows yet.
Oh, martial arts. I don't get flurry of blows, but I still have martial arts.
Yeah, I think you only get the one bonus attack.
When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as an attack as a bonus action.
Yep.
One. All right, so one extra attack.
Next level, you can spend a key point to do 2, though.
Yeah.
That is a hit. Yeah, you won't have disadvantage on the second one. It's only the first one. You're taking balance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that 19 totally hits.
All right. 8 damage.
Alrighty. So yeah, you catch her right in the jaw with that second blow. I assume it's a kick, actually. Does that sound good?
Yeah, slash out, and then aim a kick at her. Yeah.
Yeah, so you catch her in the jaw, and she's like, takes a step back and leans against the bench. She's like, ah, everybody's coming out, huh?
Kid, like you have all the fun.
Alrighty, that brings us to Taldroy.
Woo! It's a fight!
Mm-hmm.
Do I have... Does the Warforged Spear have reach?
Here comes the one.
I don't know. Are you wielding it with both hands?
Yes, I will be.
And what's the damage on it?
It's 2d6?
No, it won't have reach then. It'll be close range.
Good lord, 2d6.
Okay. I just have that crossbar so people can't walk up the spear.
Yeah, if it has range like that, it's not going to be a reach weapon.
Yeah.
Damage like that, no way. But yeah, that
Okay.
You can definitely step up.
So yeah, I'll move up into the aisle in front of her, pulling the leather cap off the spear as I go, and shove her back. Like, whoa, it's a fight! Get out of here.
All right. So you pretty much do that as a free action. Like, bringing your weapon out is perfectly fine.
Yep. Okay. Well, but I've got an alert that my connection's been interrupted. So I don't know if it sent anything. I have attack 9/22 versus AC.
Okay.
And then 9 piercing.
Yeah, so a 9 is going to miss. I'm guessing you're moving out next to her, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can just drag your token over to her then.
I've done that. It's not.
Okay,
sent everything.
I'll move you on over then. Are you going to be raging, or is it just going to be that attack?
It's just going to be that attack.
Gotcha.
Not
Okay.
raging yet.
All right, so you step out and swing at her, but she manages to parry it.
Thrust.
Yep. That brings us to Zeranarak the Kundarak.
So at this point, Zerana has only woken up, basically. She's been asleep. So she's going to move out, look out into the aisle, see that something's going on, and leap over to the other side.
Okay.
But she is going to start pulling out a dagger.
Okay, do you want to make like a stealth check or anything like that to hide?
Sure.
Okay. Oh yeah, you nailed that. Wow. Okay. Yep. All right, that's Ranarok's turn. That's the rest of these guys. That's these assholes. One of them is going to take a page out of Umbra's book, jump over the seat, and swing a mace at her. What is Umbra's AC?
17.
Okay, so he leaps over and swings him. Oh wait, no, that was his acrobatics. I'm sorry. He makes it. He runs over and swings a mace down as he's coming down at you, but you're able to just like catch his hand as he does it. He's not exactly the most graceful person you've ever seen. Thug number 2 is stepping up to Ordnance. Takes a swing at him. Your AC is what, 16, right, Bill?
16 at the moment, yes, sir.
So yeah, he swings at it, and you bring your fist up, and the magic is, you know, sort of ensorceling your arm at the moment. It just bounces right off. It's very close, though. You actually had to move and act to avoid that one. Let's see. Let me turn it back down. I don't know what's going on with the music on your end, though. That's really odd. It must be a connection problem or something. Because it's saying the same there. I just turned it back down a little bit more. There's another thug that's trying to jump over this this bench over here.
Everybody pick on the wizard. All right.
But he trips and falls face first down there. The other guys, they pull out crossbows and start taking up defensive positions. 2 of them fire bolts at Taldroy. What is Taldroy's AC?
Hang on. I had to restart. I lost everything.
I think his AC is 16.
16? Okay, so one crossbow bolt's gonna hit him for 5 piercing damage. The other guy is gonna shoot a crossbow bolt at you, Bill.
Swell.
But it just impacts against your chest and shatters into a like explosive like bolt of force. And that is all of them. It's your turn, Bill.
Okay, let me be really clear. So there's no way for me to shift away from everybody, and any ranged attacks I make will be at disadvantage. Is that correct?
Yeah, so as an action, you can disengage and then get the hell out of there. That is an option. So...
that seems out of character. All right,
okay, sure.
Talk to me about a melee spell attack. Is that strength plus proficient? How do I calculate that number?
It'll just be your casting number, so for you it'll be 3 plus, if it's an attack, 3 plus your proficiency, so 5.
Right, so
Plus
5.
5.
That's kind of what I thought. All right. I'm going to use my Shocking Grasp cantrip on the big lady.
Sure.
So this is, I believe, versus her AC. I'm going to use... I've got Bless. I forgot about Bless. I'm sorry.
Sure. Okay.
Be a 15?
And actually,
let me think.
She has metal armor, so I think you actually have advantage on that.
I do have advantage on that. You are absolutely right.
Boom! Memory,
So let me
working
try
for
that
me.
again, and then I
Okay.
will see if I want to use an action point. Well, that's definitely not better. Okay, I'm going to use one of my action points on that first one.
Cool.
So that's plus 1d6, right?
Yep.
I got a total of 20 on that.
Yeah, you nail her.
All right. I'm going to use 1d8 lightning damage. We'll roll that. Oh, well, really awesome ordinance. Way to go. More to the point, she can't take reactions until the start of her next turn.
That is correct, so people can freely move around her. Very good, alright. That makes it her turn.
Alright, so Ordnance reaches out and his right hand bursts into lightning, but he just kind of barely swipes her side, I guess.
Okay. So Balad's attention has now been turned towards basic survival. that means that she is going to lash out with her longsword first at Talderoy, which is a strong miss. And then at Umbra, which is also a miss. So she just starts flailing her blade wildly out, and she's like, "Get away from me, you non-human scum!" And yeah, she's actually going to move and provoke an attack of opportunity from all three of you.
Word. Does Bless count on my reaction?
It does, yes.
Okay.
That is a definite hit.
A hit. And that's... Six damage. 6 piercing damage from my dagger.
Wow, nice. Alright. Brad?
Brad?
Do you
Hello,
have to restart again?
We'll have connection issues.
Okay. Do you have any hard
Hey,
dice or
Brad?
anything like that?
Brad,
What?
if need
Yes?
be, you can come over to my parents' house and we'll share the computer.
Let me see if I can actually get it through the app, if that's working better than just watching it in the Roll20.
Do you want me to roll for you, Brad?
Yes, please.
Okay, do you want to rage?
Yeah, I just got stabbed. Let's rage.
Okay. So you were raging. I'm going to roll the attack.
Ha!
This is your... oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. It's not your turn yet. This is just the reaction.
Oh yeah, I can't rage.
Holy shit, you nail her for 11 points of damage. Are you going for the throat, or are you looking to incapacitate her?
Incapacitate.
Okay, you knock her out as she tries to step away.
Right through the back of the knee.
Oh, Jesus.
Knock her down.
Oh, you're king-slaying her. Alright, well,
Or I
she
just
goes down.
Smack her with the crossbar. Crossbar to the back of the head.
Well, she
I like that
starts
one
stepping away. You jab her in the leg. She screams, goes down, and Ordnance brings down a dagger right into her back and just knocks her down.
No. To be clear, if I get the killing blow, Ordnance does not knock people out. I mean, I think Brad got the killing blow. But,
Yeah, I mean well, there isn't really an order. I think it makes more sense for him to get the first hit and then for you to follow up. Are you going to kill her?
yeah, she's an enemy combatant.
Yeah, she totally is. Alright, you just bring the blade down on her, and there she goes, then. Alright.
I mean,
Well, that's her turn. Darwin. Jessica, your turn.
I'm letting the dogs out. Hold on.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, Ordnance just kills people. I hope that's okay.
It'll be fine.
Kill or be killed.
She started it.
I know, right?
So I think she falls to the ground, but she's still presumably still. I mean, if she's completely unconscious before I hit her, then I wouldn't, right?
No, she's not. She's
Yeah,
totally
then yeah. So she's starting to get back up, and Ordnance just brings the dagger down right into the back of her neck. I think.
Okay, I'm looking over my sheet, and I think it's partially not completed, unfortunately. But I was hoping to, well, yeah, let's go ahead and use a light crossbow attack against one of the mooks.
Sure thing. Okay. Which one are you targeting?
The one directly across from me.
Sure. Yeah, he was just getting up from prone, so yeah, you can totally target him.
Okay. The only problem is I don't know, like, I can see what my attack is, so it's... Okay, I think I figured it out.
If you're attacking with a crossbow, it'll be +6
Ah, shit.
with your high AC, so...
Yeah, I didn't do well.
Okay. Yeah, they have good enough AC to avoid that. So you shoot it at him, and he mostly just like ducks out of the way. That brings us. Are you going to be moving at all or anything like that, Jessica?
No, I think I'm good where I'm at.
Okay. That makes it Walkett's turn then. And
All right.
So
So
I think
I'm just gonna scramble right underneath Calderoy.
okay.
I'm very small for now, so I can do that.
Okay.
And
I'm just gonna wail on this guy right next to me.
Okay.
my club.
My club.
My
Lily club.
Moving through Dalderoy's legs does provoke an attack of opportunity, but he entirely misses. So go ahead.
Okay. Awesome. So
I have a 19 to hit.
That nails him, yeah.
Sorry about the echo.
That's alright, no problem.
Okay, that was that is a 6 points of damage.
Alright. Great. You, smack him in the kidney.
Yeah.
He grunts in pain. That makes it Umbra's turn.
With a wicked grin, I pull out my dagger
Uh-huh.
and I stab him for 7 damage.
Yes, you do. Okay, are you hitting him again?
If he's not dead, yes.
He is
Very
not
much
dead.
so. I stab him for 5 more damage.
Now he is.
So just a shunk.
Yeah, you hit him on both sides of the neck. He just slumps back into his chair, and you are going for the kill, right?
Oh, definitely.
Good to know. Alright, that brings us to Talderoy.
I want to move.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Alright. This guy next to me is still up?
Nope.
No, both.
No? Both people in front of me are down?
Cool. Yeah, both of them are down.
Alright, then I'm gonna move up and get these next 2 people in the aisle, in the row, with ordnance.
Sure, yeah, you can just stand on top of Bowen, basically. That's fine.
Okay, and then I'm gonna skewer this guy closest to the aisle. I'm gonna rage. Can I rage as I go?
Yeah, you can bonus action rage and then hit him.
Alright, let's do that. Alright, I get this connection to the server has been interrupted. Again.
Okay, so we're having
So weird. You're having trouble with it.
internet issues.
Yeah. It's even through the Google Plus now. I don't have an issue.
Okay, do you want me to make the attack roll for you?
Yes, please. I just threw one attack 22/8 versus AC.
22?
I don't know adding rage bonuses or anything. I don't know how to do that.
Doesn't add to attack, it adds to damage, an extra 2 to damage right now.
Okay. 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing? Okay, yeah, you hurt him
What?
badly.
So, that, I'm not even sure if I rolled my own hit points.
You
Should
should
get
have,
max at first level, right?
yeah, you'll have 16 hit points. You're down to 11 right now.
Okay.
Because you got hit with 1 crossbow bolt, but like,
Yep.
you still are equal at the max health for the party, so you're fine. Alrighty. So yeah, you nail that guy. Margaret, your turn.
Yeah. So I assume each box is 5 feet.
Yep.
Okay. So, kind of just seeing that shit's going down. Still not really sure why anything's happening. I'm going to be sneaking clear over to here behind these two guys. So, which should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. And then
It's gonna provoke a single attack of opportunity, but he misses completely.
okay, so then I'm going to pull out my other dagger and I'm going to stab both of them. So
Not the mace.
I have written on here that I have a warhammer.
Oh, the warhammer. Yeah. Well, it's essentially a mace. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I actually,
Mm-hmm.
I think I will take the mace out and just pop him in the knees.
Okay. Same guy. The one on the bottom.
Yeah, to the one I'm directly behind.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Matt, I just sent you a whisper.
Yep. And I'm giving you a thumbs up.
Oh, well, it could have been in response to anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was my roll
That hits him.
for 11 bludgeoning.
Wow. And then you had a sneak attack onto that. So roll an extra dice 6 on top of that.
Okay, so just roll d6.
Yeah. I mean, are you going for the kill or the incapacitate?
I'm not sure what's going on, so I'm just gonna knock him out.
Great. Okay. You pulverize his knee.
Alright.
Like he doesn't have a knee anymore. It's gone. It may as well have never existed. He is down.
Hey, Brad's back.
Hooray! Alright, that makes it their turn. Seeing this impressive display, the thug who is now caught between a Warforged and an angry dwarf is going to take a swing out at the dwarf and miss, and he is going to attempt to run. Margaret, you get an attack of opportunity on him if you want it.
Do I get one as well?
You've already used yours.
Oh, right. Sorry, different game. 5th edition.
Yep. You hit him. Okay. You catch him in the stomach as he tries to go.
I'm going to do something. This is not a real attack. I'm trying to see if this works.
Sure, no problem. All right, Bill, it's your turn anyway.
Oh, well, I'm not going to do that then.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's other thugs.
I gotta say, it's the thugs, yeah.
All right. 2 of them are pulling out their own maces and swinging at Umbra. Alex, what is your AC?
17.
One of them does hit you. For beer. 5 bludgeoning damage.
Did that work?
It did.
Ouch.
It did work. Okay, cool.
And the last guy is going to be shooting a crossbow bolt at Tal'Daroy, because he's terrifying. What is your AC again, Tal'Daroy?
16.
Okay, so he hits you with it, but you take only 2 piercing damage because you're raging right now. So you can mostly shrug it off. Alright, now it's your turn, Bill.
Right. Ordnance is going to take a step to sort of here and just shout, surrender.
Okay, is that your action?
No.
Okay.
If people stop attacking, then I'll stop, but I presume they don't do that yet.
Not at the moment.
Yeah. So one of these is more injured than the others. Is that right? Or are they all equal?
Yeah, the one who's in the back.
Okay. I'm casting Firebolt, one of my cantrips, at him.
Sure.
So that should be the same amount, right? D20 plus 5?
Plus 5, yeah.
Oh,
That's
plus
a hit.
4. Sorry. Well, so it's definitely a hit then. So I do an extra... I do 1d10 fire damage. And anything flammable, he's... No, I'm sorry, never mind. That's wrong. Okay. He does take 8 points of fire damage.
Nice, okay. He is well scorched.
Steps around, holds up the right hand, the one that isn't holding the dagger, mutters a word, and a column of flame, or a bolt of flame, hurls right into this guy.
Awesome.
And then he'll just repeat, surrender, one more time.
Alright, Jessica, Darwin.
I'm gonna use restroom if I die, then, you know.
You bet.
Alright, so with cantrips, do I have to still roll an attack, or how does that work versus spells?
If it's an attack style spell, then yes. If it says range attack or melee attack, then yeah.
Okay, and then how many spaces can I move?
As a halfling, I think up to 20, up to 5 spaces. Whoa, why am I seeing circles? Okay, and moving through those seats like that is going to require an acrobatics check, but I think you can probably handle that.
Well, I'm not ranked in acrobatics, but it would just be a dexterity.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think this game likes me. I might have to resort to actual dice.
Okay, so you stumble and you can only make it about halfway.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was gonna, cast Sacred Flame on the nearest mook.
Okay, that actually requires a save from them. Do you know what the save is?
Dexterity saving throw, or take 1d8 radiant damage.
He totally fails it. Who are you casting it at?
Where's the cloak? Isn't... You see the two sitting next to each other? I think it's the closer one to me.
Him? Okay.
Or does it matter?
There's the one guy that's injured who's in the back, but otherwise, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
sure.
Let's go ahead and hit that guy.
Alright, damage.
It's 1d8. Ow, what the hell? Sorry, I'm clicking around trying to get familiar with the setup.
Yes, no problem.
Ah, no! Did I do it right?
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
He is lightly scorched with radiant energy. And it's your turn.
Anybody dead?
Not yet.
Excellent.
Alright. I'm gonna move there.
Yep.
And then I think, just for funsies, I am going to cast Thunderwave.
Alright.
Alright, so each creature in range, that is the 2 thugs
Yep.
in front of me, must make a con saving throw.
Both of them fail.
Alright. They take 10 thunder damage.
Okay.
And they are pushed back 10 feet. Also, are the benches secured, like, to the floor? Because if they aren't, then they're also blown back.
You know what? I'm perfectly okay with that. This one is not well bolted down, so that bench flies forward, catches both of them in, well, the first guy in the knees, the other guy is just, like, crushed by all the weight of it. Both of them are completely out of the fight.
Neat. Very loud noise,
The
too.
fight for the card, too.
Just the fight for now, although, judging by the blood leaking from their broken legs, they're probably out of life at this point in time.
I'm just wondering if we have a new hole in the car.
No, I mean, there's enough stuff behind that isn't a problem, so. It's only a 15-foot
I
blast.
don't like the Karnak.
You don't have to, but you're the best white man.
Umbra.
Which of the two's the one that hit me?
The one on the right. I mean, the one on the bottom. Him.
One on the bottom?
Yeah. It's what everyone you want it to be.
That hurt. Do it again.
Oh, they would if they could. Yeah, you hit him.
Okay, so I miss and then I smash him. Yay, 8 damage.
Alright. Yeah, you definitely smack him. He is well wounded. Talderoy!
Still angry. Talroy's gonna rush up here and stab at that guy
Okay.
while raging. I might as well go ahead and spend my blast.
I almost died.
Is there a way I can mark spending my blast?
You don't spend it, you just have that bonus until the concentration ends.
Okay. So I've not been adding anything to that.
Okay, you murder him outright. How do you murder this man?
Good God.
Or just eliminate him in the
Shit.
fight. You can just incapacitate him, that's fine.
No, Talroy's raging. He's out for blood now. So, if possible, I murder him by pinning him to the guy behind me.
Well, that's not quite within the realm of what you can do with a crit, but
Oh, Jessica said hello, by the way.
Oh, I just got.
She says hi back.
but he's totes dead. That guy's down from max to dead. He's gone. That's all he wrote. Christ. Wait, I may have done the math wrong on that. Let me check on that.
Looks to me like I did 23 points of damage to him, so I think that's...
Yeah, the additional damage should only be 2d6. I messed up on that. Let me fix that.
Oh, okay.
I'm fixing it on your character sheet real quick, Brad.
4d6. Yeah, that seems improbable.
I'm fine with it for now. You can have that attack, but I was like, holy shit. When I rolled almost max damage on the one that we'd worked in, so I was like, whoa. Alright, Margaret. Mm-hmm.
Is this bench so tall that I can't whack this guy up the side of the head?
No.
Okay, so that's totally fine.
Yep.
Great. I'm gonna whack him upside the head.
Sure.
No, Margaret's just moving to kill this last guy.
Yeah.
Absolute best. Real quick, my wife just made me a pair of sandwiches because she is the best human being on the planet.
Yay! And you said you're incapacitating, right?
Yeah, I'm incapacitating.
So you knock him out. Boom!
Are you using a different symbol to show people who are incapacitated?
Not at the moment, but I remember how many of them there are.
Okay.
There are two of them. They are the ones that you knocked out, Margaret.